Hi, I'm Bob. We have discussed two market structures, perfect competition and monopoly. We will look at the third market structure today. It is called oligopoly. An oligopoly is a market structure in which only a few sellers offer similar or identical products. For example, the top three biggest video games companies in the world in 2022 are Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. The most popular sportswear brands in the world are Nike and Adidas. They are examples of oligopoly. Because relatively few firms compete in the market, each firm can influence the market price and therefore the other firm's profit. So, when an oligopoly firm makes a profit-maximizing decision, it must consider its rivals' behavior. Oligopoly firms may operate independently or coordinate their actions. If firms coordinate setting their prices or quantities, the firms collude. A group of firms that collude is called a cartel. A cartel acts like a monopoly firm and earns the monopoly profit. Members of the cartel share the monopoly profit. But today, I will focus on the oligopoly firms that operate independently, which means they do not collude. However, they are interdependent. Interdependent means when the firm makes its production decision, it considers how its decision might affect the production decisions of the other firms in the market. I will briefly introduce three models that characterize oligopoly firms' interdependent behavior. They are the Cournot model, the Stackelberg model, and the Bachchan model. They are different in the variable the oligopoly firm can choose and the timing of their action. In the Cournot model, each oligopoly firm chooses their quantity of output to maximize their profit. They act simultaneously. The firms announce their output decisions at the same time. By contrast, in the Stackelberg model, a firm sets its output before the other. That is, each firm chooses the quantity of output in the Stackelberg model, but the leader acts before the follower. The third model is called the Bachchan model. In the Bachchan model, the variable each firm sets is not the output, but the price. Each firm simultaneously decides the price of the product to maximize its profit. I will introduce the Cournot model first. Here are the assumptions of the model. First, we assume there's only two firms in the market. This situation is called duopoly, an oligopoly with two firms. Second, we assume that each firm chooses their quantity of output instead of price. Third, they act simultaneously. Fourth, we assume that the market lasts for only one period. Each firm chooses their quantity only once. Fifth, we assume that all firms are identical in the sense that they have the same production cost and they produce identical products. Sixth, both firms have complete information, which means they know the other firm's possible strategies and the corresponding profit. In other words, the payoff function or the profit function is common knowledge. Later, we will relax the assumptions and see how the result changes. Take our ice cream firm as an example. Suppose there are two ice cream firms in the local market and all the above assumptions are satisfied. The market demand is Q equals A minus P. The inverse demand function is P equals A minus Q. The market output Q is the sum of the quantities of the two firms. Q equals Q1 plus Q2. So the market price P can be written as a function of Q1 and Q2. We write it this way because quantity is the variable each firm chooses in the Cournot model. Next, let's find the profit our ice cream firm makes. Suppose the cost function is C1 equals C times Q1 for our ice cream firm. The other firm has the same cost function, C2 equals C times Q2. Each firm has a constant marginal cost C. Our ice cream firm's profit is equal to total revenue minus total cost. That is, pi 1 equals P times Q1 minus C1. And we write it as a function of Q1 and Q2 by substituting the expressions for the market price and the cost. Our ice cream firm maximizes its profit by choosing an output level at which marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. We rearrange the first order condition and attain the firm's best response function. Q1 equals 1 over 2 times A minus C minus Q2. We find that our ice cream firm's profit maximizing output level depends on our belief about the other firm's output level. The higher the other firm's output level, the lower output our firm should produce to maximize profit. Similarly, the other firm has the same best response function, and their quantity also depends on their belief about our firm's quantity. A firm's best response is the output level that maximizes its profit, given its belief about how much its rival will produce. We can draw the firm's best response curves. The best response curves show all possible output levels a firm can choose to maximize its profit, given its belief about its rival's output. Firm 1's best response curve is steeper than Firm 2's because it has a slope of minus 2, while Firm 2's slope is minus 1 over 2. The Cournot equilibrium occurs at the intersection of the best response curves. We can solve the two equations and obtain the solution for the Cournot equilibrium. Each oligopoly firm's profit maximizing output is equal to 1 over 3 times A minus C. Each firm's profit is 1 over 9 times A minus C squared. Any pair of quantities other than the intersection of the best response functions is not a Cournot equilibrium because only the points on the best response curves represent the firm's profit maximizing choice. The quantity choice, Q1 star and Q2 star, are a mutual best response. No firm has an incentive to deviate from it. Thank you for watching this video and subscribing to my YouTube channel. See you next time.